Good morning, class. Let us all please stand for our opening prayer to be led by Miss Manrique. Amen. Thank you. Before you take your seats, kindly arrange your chairs properly. Ready? Great. You may now be seated. Once again, good morning, everyone. How was your weekend? Thumbs up if this was great. Wow, that's nice to see. So, Miss Loyola, our class secretary, today, how about our attendance? Do we have any absentees? None. Excellent. I'm happy to see everyone present and ready to learn today. So, let's have a great class. Before we begin, think about this question. Have you ever read a line in a poem or story that made you feel something strongly happy, sad, or excited? Yes, Miss Talatala? Very good. Thank you for your answer. Writers do not achieve this by chance. They use special tools called literary devices. Today, we will learn how these devices help express ideas, emotions, and messages more clearly and creatively. So class, today we will talk about literary devices. Before we begin, can anyone give me an example of a literary devices you've heard of before? Yes, Miss Elosa? Very good. How about another? Miss Alamad? Correct. Personification is another example. The examples you gave, simile, metaphor, and personification are literary devices. These help writers express ideas, emotions, and messages clearly and creatively. So today you will learn to identify and explain literary devices and later use them in your own writing. Let's move on to our lesson objectives for today. So, identify common literary devices such as simile, metaphor, personification, imagery, and symbolism, and use in a given text. And appreciate the importance of literary devices in expressing ideas, emotions, and messages in a text. And create a short poem in groups that applies at least 2 literary devices to creatively express real-life experiences and emotions. So let's check what you already know about literary devices. So please get 1/4 sheet of paper and I want you to write true if it is correct and false if it is not. So let's start. So number 1, literary devices are tools writers use to enhance meaning and expression. For number 2, a simile compares two unlike things using like or as. So for number 3, a metaphor uses like or as to compare ideas. For number 4, personification gives human qualities to non-human objects. And last, number 5, imagery appeals only to the sense of sight. Are you done? So please exchange your paper with your seatmates and let's check together. Very good. This activity helps me understand what you already know and what we still need to learn. We will now play a fun game called Word Code Relay. Your class will be divided into 3 groups. Each group will decode scrambled words related to literary devices. So the first group to correctly identify all the words gets a point. So ready? So for number 1, comparison using like or as. Very good. A simile. A simile confers to unlike things, using like or as. And I have here the example of similes. She is as brave as a lion. So it confers bravery to lion. And the other picture, the classroom was like a marketplace. It shows that the room was so noisy and busy like a marketplace. And for number 3, his voice as loud as thunder. So it confers loudness to thunder. And the last one, her smile shines like the sun. So it shows how bright and happy her smile is. So class, when we use like or as to compare two things, we call it a simile. So for number 2, it's a direct comparison without like or as. Yes, correct. It's a metaphor. A metaphor directly compares two unlike things by saying one is the other. And here's are the examples of metaphor. Time is a thief. So time is compared to a thief because it steals moments from our lives. Her smile is sunshine. The smile is compared to sunshine because it brings happiness and warmth. Number 3, the classroom was a zoo. The classroom is compared to a zoo to show it was so noisy and chaotic. And the last one, life is a journey. Life is compared to a journey with the different paths and experiences. And for the number 3, yes, correct. Excellent. It's personification. It's giving human traits to objects. And here's the example of personification. The wind whispered through the trees. So wind is given the human action whispered. And the other example, the sun smiled down on us. So the sun is given a human expression. And the other one, the alarm clock screamed at me this morning. So the clock is described as if it can scream. And for the last one, the flower danced in the breeze. So flowers are given the human action dance. So class, when non-living things act like humans, we call it personification. And for the fourth one, yes, very good. It's imagery. Uses descriptive words, language that appeals to the senses. So these are the examples of imagery. For number 1, sight or seeing. The golden sun sunk behind the forepaw. For the other one, sound or hearing. The loud crash of thunder echoed across the sky. And for the number 3, the smell, smelling. The sweet smell of freshly baked bread filled the kitchen. And the last one, the taste. The lemon candy tasted sour and sharp on my tongue. So class, imagery helps us see, hear, smell, and taste, and feel what is happening in the text. And we have the last one. Excellent. Symbolism. It's an object representing deeper meanings. Symbolism is when object, color, person, or action represents a deeper meaning or idea beyond its literal meaning. And we have here the examples. A white dove flew across the sky. So the dove symbolizes peace. And the other one, the red rose. The red rose on her desk. The rose symbolizes love. And for the other one, dark clouds cover the sky. Dark clouds symbolize problems or sadness. And for the last one, the broken chain lay on the ground. A broken chain symbolizes freedom. So class symbolism means something we see in the story stands for a bigger idea or meaning. So which literary device was easiest to decode and why? Yes, Miss Talatala? Yes, correct. The easiest literary device to decode was the simile because it uses a clear signal words like as and like, which made the comparison easy to identify. So, how did your group cooperate during the activity? Yes, very good. Your group showed good cooperation by actively participating, listening, and respectfully to one another, and working together to reach a common answer. Why do you think writers use literary devices? Yes, Miss Alamad? Yes, very good. Writers are literary devices to make their writing more interesting, clearer, and more meaningful, and to help readers better understand the message and emotions in the text. Next, let's see literary devices in action. So, read this. So, read this short poem carefully. I want you to identify the literary devices used and think about their effects on meaning. And here's the title, The Silent Classroom. The chairs whispered stories of yesterday. The board stood tired, chalk dust as gray as rain. Books slept quietly, dreaming of young minds, while the clock's loud heartbeat closed time away. So here's the question. What feeling is created by the poem? Yes, Miss Talatala? Very good. It's a quiet, reflective, nostalgic. How does personification help the poem become more expressive? Yes, Miss Monica? Excellent! It gives human qualities to objects, making the classroom feel alive and emotional. So, what is imagery important? Why is imagery is important in poetry? Yes, Miss Bartolata? Yes, very good. It helps readers imagine the scene clearly and feel the emotions of the poem. So, now let's analyze a short paragraph. Identify the literary devices and explain how each is used. So, here's the paragraph. After the storm. The night wrapped the town in a blanket of silence. Broken trees stood like wounded soldiers, while hope rose quietly with the morning sun. So, which literary device made the paragraph more powerful? Yes, Miss Leola. Yes, excellent. The metaphor made the paragraph more powerful because describing the night as a blanket of silence clearly showed the calm and stillness after the storm. So, how did imagery affect your understanding of the scene? Yes, Miss Manrique? Yes, correct. Imagery helped me imagine the scene clearly by letting me picture the quiet night, the broken trees, and the peaceful morning after the storm. So, what the message does the paragraph convey? Yes, Miss Elosa? Very good. The paragraph conveys the message that even after destruction and hardship, hope and new beginnings can still rise. So finally, it's your turn to create. Imagine our school is holding a poetry recitation contest. So, to creatively express ideas and emotion, you will write a short poem using at least 2 literary devices we learned today. So, be creative, make your ideas clear, and prepare to share with the class. And you will be graded using this rubric. We have here the clarity, creativity, the grammar, and use of literary devices. Are you all done? So let's check your work together. Excellent work, everyone. I'm proud of the creativity and effort I saw in your poems. So let's take a few minutes to reflect on what we did today. Keep practicing using literary devices in your writing. The more you use them, the stronger and more creative your writing becomes. Great job today! So let's check your understanding with a short quiz. So please get a 1/4 sheet of paper and choose the letter of the correct answer. So for number 1, what is a literary device? So A, title of a story. B, a tool used by writers to enhance meaning. C, ending of a story. D, character's name. For number 2, which device compares two unlike things using like or as? A, metaphor. B, simile. C, imagery. Or D, symbolism. So, for number 3, which literary device gives human qualities to object? So, A, imagery. B, symbolism. C, personification. And D, metaphor. And for number 4, imagery mainly appeals to the readers. A, logic. B, senses. C, opinions. And D, beliefs. And the last one, what are literary devices important in literature? A, makes a stories longer. B, confuse readers. C, enhance meaning and expression. And D, replace the theme. So please exchange your paper to your seatmates and let's check together. Let's go through the answers together. Yes, what is a literary device? The correct answer is B. The other one, literary device help writers express ideas, emotions, and messages more clearly and creatively. Yes, for number 2, which device compares two unlike things using like or as? Yes, it's simile. Simile use words like or as to create comparison that make a descriptions more vivid. And for number 3, which literary device gives human qualities to object? Yes, it's a personification. Personification makes objects or ideas act like humans, which add life and emotions to writing. Imagery mainly appeals to the readers. Yeah, senses. Imagery uses descriptive language to help readers see, hear, smell, and taste, or feel what is happening. And why are literary devices important in literature? Enhance meaning and expression. They make writing more interesting, memorable, and meaningful. Great work, everyone! This quiz shows that you understand the basics of literary devices. Remember, the more you write using these tools, the stronger your writing will become. So today, we learned that literary devices help writers express ideas, emotions, and messages. Always remember, literary devices are not only for poems, they are everywhere. in stories, songs, and even everyday language. So thank you, class. Thank you, class, and great job today. And remember, never stop learning. Thank you.
And see you tomorrow.